With Detroit, what is the challenge with that offense? With you have Gibbs, you have Jamison, you have St. Brown. What's the biggest challenge with that offense?
They test your discipline. I think Ben does a really nice job of understanding coverages. He understands horizontal spacing as well as vertical spacing. He understands the responsibility of every player, and he's going to test the discipline of those players and of the coverage. And so you have to be where you're supposed to be, and let your eyes be true. And if you don't, he's going to take advantage of it. So that's what makes them. And then they have really good players. They have 9 and 26 have real speed, okay? And so they're going to try to get matchups. They're going to try to do those things. And then you have, 14. He's just a great receiver, inside, outside, can do it all. So they're a good football team.
What have you seen from him this year, and why do you feel like this group kind of rotates? Who else has that big game?
Yeah, they've all stepped up when the number's been called. And Diami is a guy who, when we got here, I had known about him from North Carolina. We obviously looked at him when I was at Arizona, and just the attitude and the approach really has gotten more businesslike and more professional throughout this season, and it's paying off. I mean, he's showing up over and over and over, always been able to run, always been able to, be really good with the ball in his hands, but his route technique and fundamental things like that are really improving, and it's a credit to him and the way he's approached this season. And so to have a game like that in that type of environment was really cool to see that hard work paying off.
Moving on to the injury report for today, starting with the Commanders. Jordan McGee obviously not practicing today. He's not going to practice for the rest of the week. He's not going to play on Saturday night versus the Lions, so he's going to be out. Bobby Wagner, this is a big one. The biggest guy on this entire injury report, really. Another DNP for Bobby Wagner, second straight day in a row. I still think he's going to play. I still think he's going to be fine. Like, if there's any guy that doesn't need a practice this week, it's Bobby Wagner, right? He is a veteran captain on this team, and I know he's going to be good to go. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't a little worried, because it is Wednesday, technically, Thursday, since we don't play on Sunday, we play on Saturday, so the week is a little shorter, right? So, today was more of our heavier practice instead of our lighter practice, and B-Wax didn't practice today, so a little worried, but I'm not too concerned. I still think Bobby Wagner is going to be available for Saturday night's game versus the Lions. And then everybody else, limited participants: Zach Ertz, Cleveland Farrell, Deron Payne, John Bates, or not John Bates, sorry, he was a full participant. Ben Sinnott was a limited participant. I expect everybody that was limited today to play on Saturday night versus the Lions, including Deron Payne, who was dealing with that finger injury. I expect him to play. And then everybody that was a full participant today, I expect them to be good to go for Saturday night's game as well. And then as for the Lions injury report, David Montgomery and Terrion Arnold, full participants today, so they're going to be good to go for Saturday night's game most likely. Taylor Decker, personal reason, he's going to be fine. And then Pat O'Connor, Ennis Rakestraw, Kevin Ziegler, they were all DNPs for a second straight day in a row, so it's looking like those guys will probably not play on Saturday night. We'll see if they practice tomorrow, but if I had to guess, none of those guys will play. And if Ziegler doesn't play, hey man, that is huge. That is one of their starting guards right there. He is dealing with a hamstring injury, so that is huge right there if he can't go. The Lions are already thin at cornerback and defensive line depth, so if they lose O'Connor and Rakestraw, then that could mess with their depth, of course. So, Lions are going to have some players out. They're going to have some players out, but overall, you expect the team coming off a bye week to be pretty much fully healthy, and they are pretty much fully healthy. So, if you expect David Montgomery or Terrion Arnold to be out, they're going to play most likely on Saturday night. So that is the Lions injury report, and that is the injury report for today. And that is it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.